One Piece.
One Piece.
Bruh. Okay, when we talk about fucking legendary chapters that will be remembered for the rest of time, I do believe we've just sat through our, very own nothing happened or I want to live. Like, this is huge. Thurman, thoughts?
Yes, definitely a top tier chapter. It's so funny too because it's been a minute since like a whole fight chapter has been like extremely like on the level of like I want to live, like bro. Like,
this is like Rob Lucci versus Luffy levels. Like we're there.
It's so good because let me just skip. Let me just go ahead and talk about
Where are we going? Zoro or Luffy? Where are we starting?
Zoro. That's why we Zoro fans are feasting. This past Sunday,
by the way, we Sanji fans are fucking salting.
Us Zoro fans just had Thanksgiving this past Sunday. 100%. Bro.
Filling up on the stuffing, dude.
It's so funny. Because, by the way, loyalty, again, you cannot tell me Zoro's not Luffy's best friend. 100%. Hey
Usopp's
Kaido.
Luffy's best friend.
Hey, Kaido. That's my captain.
Yeah, that's my captain. That's my coworker. Captain. That's my boss.
If you want to crush anyone's skull, you have to start with me, bro. With mine. With mine. Usopp didn't say that. Usopp was going to tell Nami, hey, Nami, it's okay to lie about Luffy not being king of the pirates. Go ahead and lie. Would a best friend do that? Huh? Nami was
what you're talking about right now is your cringy, shitty, toxic fucking family pride. Okay? We've talked about this before. Pride is a What? Every time I'm on my phone. What's up? What about it? Oh, okay. No problem. I'm good. Thank you. That's the third time today. Anyway, what was I about to say? What was I talking about?
Anyway, how Usopp is not...
okay, here, hear me out, okay? So, I guarantee you, if you asked Luffy, hey, Luffy, we're about to die. This bitch about to fucking kill us. Headbutt us into a concussion, okay? Do you mind if I just stay quiet and not... Luffy's not a pride guy, bro. Like, do you think... I don't know. That's not the type of person Luffy is. IMHO.
Either way.
If someone was like, okay, like here, let's fucking put it in our circumstances, okay? Like, someone's fucking beating the shit out of me, and they're like, say it! Say that Thurman will never become an animator. You know it to be true. And I'm like, no. He'll do it one day. Like, no, would you be... And come on, think about
it. I'd be so flattered, bro. But,
you'd be flattered, but I'd be dead. I don't got Tama to come and save me, all
right? It makes sense, though. It makes sense when you put it like that. But it's still pretty funny. Either way.
I get it, though. For sure. I think Zoro has and always will be the most loyal to Luffy. But I think, I think we've had this conversation before. Zoro looks at Luffy as... like his like someone that he really respects, looks up to. Luffy is the reason that like he got into like I don't know, I feel like Zoro feels more emboldened to follow his dream because of Luffy, just like all of them do. Whereas Usopp just feels like the bro that Luffy would go like if Luffy didn't start a crew and instead he was just vibe and live his own life, it would just be Luffy and Usopp. Like whereas Zoro's here because it's like a crew and there's like a job to do. Luffy, Usopp, it's like they would hang, in my opinion. Zoro and Luffy barely hang. When Zoro's not fighting, he's sleeping, bro. Everyone else, I'm telling you.
I think this arc has proven otherwise, but we've gotten so many good Luffy Zoro moments this arc.
Oh my god. It's like you're forgetting the best arc in One Piece, Water 7, Enies Lobby, which proves your entire point, Ron.
Bruh, I cannot believe that you are still dying on this hill even after
because
2 years ago.
Fight. What are you going off of fights? Like
2 years ago, we had discussion and you conceded to me.
I didn't concede shit.
Yes, you did, bro. Go back.
Play the tape.
Go back. Get the receipts, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section. You guys have better memories than we do. Go back to some of our older One Piece, like early Wano One Piece reviews.
I love that we have reviews all the way back to the Katakuri fight, by the way. That's beautiful shit.
Like, go back to those. And
they're shitty, by the way. The audios are awful.
You can see that Red, literally, had to concede that, yeah, you're right, that, Luffy and Zoro have that bond and blah, 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 and shit like that. He said he's admitted to it. It's just that he's gotten more sexier now, so he's getting more. He's bringing back an old argument that he lost just because
Who's fishing together? Usopp and Luffy. Who's fucking hooray dancing around together? Usopp and Luffy. Who's the first two to jump out and look at an island? Usopp and Luffy. Who's doing dumb shit together and like messing around? Usopp and Luffy. Okay, if anything, Zoro's more like a dad. Like, fucking just calm down, motherfucker. Like,
ew, cringe.
Yeah, I know. That's
anyone's
exactly why I wouldn't.
dad,
who the fuck wants to be friends with Zoro? He's such a fucking buzzkill.
If anyone is a dad, it's definitely like Brooke or Frankie.
No. Brooke and Frankie both have cool uncle energy, and you know it.
Yeah, that's fair. I should say Jinbei is a dad.
Yes, Jinbei is a dad. I'm just saying, bro.
Zoro is definitely.
I think you just like Usopp better, so you're trying to say like to me, it's one of the more obvious things in the entire series that Usopp is like they clearly enjoy being around each other more.
Usopp's great. Besides the fact that he pissed me off in Dressrosa, but other than that, he's great.
That one time that he forgot Robin even existed. It's too bad he didn't go back and save Robin when he didn't even know Robin was a thing.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. He's a piece of shit for that. I don't give a fuck. He's a piece of shit.
It's how you're capping, bro.
On this hill. I will die on that.
But all of your hills are stupid. All of my hills are correct.
Ew. And not you thinking, being a Trump and thinking all your shit's correct.
Bro, that was reach.
I had to. I literally thought of that on the fly.
Call him fucking Majin D. Thurman because he's reaching.
Yo, I will take that L. That shit was clean. Yo, wait, hold on. That shit is great. That was, oh shit. Commenters, give him props for that. That was great. That's a timestamp, please. That shit's great. Ooh, shit. So,
anyway, allow me to give you a fun fact. Okay, are you ready for some more Goda greatness?
Mm-hmm.
So, Ashura, this move. This is the third time in the series that it's been used. 3 times in a series that's 25 years old. First, reflect on that, and then I have more facts.
Oh yeah, bro. I always thought Ashura was cool because it's funny because this is my first time actually seeing it in the manga. I've only seen it in the anime.
Oh,
in the anime,
nice.
Because honestly, I don't know how I feel about the animation of it. Honestly, I was never really impressed with it anime wise, but I would say it looks way more like appealing in the manga than it does in the anime. If I'm being honest,
I agree. Now the second fact that I find, so the 3 times it's been used. To finish off Kaku in CP9, during the fight against the Pacifista in Subodi Archipelago, and during that fight, the whole crew fought the Pacifista, and every single one of the crew pulled out their most powerful move because they were desperately trying to beat that thing. And then here. Now, the final fact here that I have that I fucking... Oda did this on purpose because he's a freak. You want to know what chapter he used it against that Pacifista? What chapter was the last time he used Ashura before this time? 510.
Oh, 510. Oh, wow.
And guess what chapter we're on now? 1010. Exactly 500 chapters later.
Yeah, bro, that's dope.
I love that. So, point being, Ashura, I'm starting to realize that like Ashura is like Zoro at his 100%. And I'm starting to realize too that we so rarely see Zoro go 100% strength in this series. He's almost always either holding back or like severely injured when he fights. So
yeah, that was the biggest point that people kept saying, and he's actually really really injured too because he told Law he was just like, bro, like
yeah, he blocked like basically going from blocking that attack, which is probably the strongest attack we've seen in the entire show so far, to this attack, that's probably the strongest we've seen Zoro in this entire series, like in terms of power output. And I am also thinking too, retroactively looking back through the series, every time he uses Ashura, those are the 3 times we've seen Zoro at like peak strength, like using 100%. Everything else is just like He's like, you can tell Oda. It's funny. It's almost like a cruel joke. Like, he very rarely puts Zoro in a position where he can actually like go 100%. And I think the moments where he uses Ashura are those moments where he's going 100%.
Yeah, and what's great about this too is that he's giving Zoro like almost like a same like hype up as Luffy. And I fucking love that too.
Yes.
Because it shows you that Oda. One of the biggest issues I have with some of the Jump titles now is that they really focus too much on the main on the MC.
Ignoring the sides. Yeah.
Yeah, and said shit like that.
You once again would love Bleach, by the way, because like there's like 50 chapter stints where the Ichigo just doesn't even show up.
Yeah, and it's just like I love it because like it's just so good because even Kaido now has to recognize Zoro. He's just like, boy, you can use the colors of so.
That's a huge reveal, by the way. It's been theorized for a long time. Zoro has conquerors, and of course he had to, because like if he's gonna be the greatest swordsman in the world, because if you remember what. People are born with conquerors, and it's people that have the ambition to be a king or rise above, or you know what I mean? So like it makes sense that like Sanji wouldn't, Usopp wouldn't, Chopper wouldn't, because they're not like trying to be the best at anything. They're just like living their lives. They're content not being the best at something. Whereas Luffy wants to be the king of the pirates, Zoro wants to be the best swordsman. And even when Katakuri was revealed to have Conqueror's Haki, that said a lot about his character to me. I was like, oh, somewhere deep in Katakuri, he wants to run shit at Totland over Big Mom because he sees how corrupt Big Mom is. That's what I read into when I saw that he had conquerors, because when you have conquerors, it means you have ambition to become a king.
Yeah, and it's so crazy. It's crazy to me that we're at 10-10 and we're just now getting some sort of like smidge that Zoro has conquerors. Like we're getting some sort of hint, and it's crazy too because it reminds me of Marineford. Because remember when Luffy, was yelling when Ace about to get fucking stabbed, right? Luffy was like, Yamato! Right? And then like, and everyone's just like, well, it was better in the anime than the manga, because the manga glossed over it. But in the anime, everyone's just like, oh shit, who did this? Was that Luffy? Ace's brother? Like everyone like on the Marine side was just like, oh shit, he has Conqueror's Haki. How surprising.
You heard it here first, folks. Thurman is a big fan of the anime's tendency to show half hour of reaction shots.
Bro, honestly, I love that shit. I love that shit. I don't give a fuck. I love that shit.
There's very rarely a moment that the anime did better than the manga, in my opinion.
It was just like, oh my god. Everyone's just like, oh my god. Because it's such a good hype up. It's so great. Everyone's just like, because even Whitebeard was just like, holy shit, this kid, right? And then Ace is just like,
I think you're fucking bullshitting right now. There's no way that they skipped over the reaction shots. What, just was one whole page not good enough for you? I can almost guarantee you it was a page of reaction shots.
Bro, I literally,
I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna go find it.
I literally went to the manga and saw it. I was very disappointed about it.
Wrong.
If I'm wrong, please let me know. But the anime, right? It had everyone was just like, what just happened? Even Sengoku was just like, what the fuck, right? And then like Akainu was just like, oh shit, he doesn't know he has it yet. And Akoji's just like, what's this nigga's name? Kizaru was just like, whoa, how surprising.
Kizaru was like, oh,
oh, the nair. Bro, and then like Whitebeard's just like, oh shit, and then like Garp's just like, I knew it, he had it too. And then like even Ivanka was just like, what was that just now? Luffy was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He was just like, never mind. He's like, see, Dragon, your boy's growing up. It's the same thing here. Zoro's just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't believe for a second that wasn't in the manga. That's horseshit.
What?
There's no way that wasn't in the manga.
Honestly, I went a long time ago. I went back and looked. It didn't look like it. But
so, okay. I have volume 57 and 59, and I don't have 58, and I think it was in 58.
Yeah, 58 yet? Damn.
I have a bunch of gaps in my One Piece, actually.
Oh, really? I thought you were all caught up.
It's a very long series, my friend.
Wait, how long? What does America have right now?
No. It's the gap isn't because of what the newer ones I have all of, because I've been buying the new ones as they come out, but the older ones is where my gaps are.
Yeah, what's
up? You got a fucking interrupter too. You got a little guest. You got a little.
Okay, I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Thurman.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, no, I have little gaps like there's some like in between stuff like Not a lot, but I would guess I'm missing maybe 10 volumes out of the entirety of One Piece.
All right. Joey.
I'll let you know after I'm done.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay, all right, my brother Kevin. So, yeah. So,
anyway, I'm probably missing like 10 volumes of One Piece. Like,
oh, okay, yeah. All my volumes right here. I don't have anything in One Piece yet. Honestly, what I plan to do is that the big volumes that's like 3 all arcs in one. I think I'm just gonna get those instead. I think that's.
Oh yeah. That's really a really good deal too.
Yeah, because even for Dragon Ball's a guilty pleasure series. I might get one for Dragon Ball too. But if a manga that I'm reading or has read doesn't have like the big I want to say if they're like a mega collection volumes. If a series that I'm reading or has read doesn't have those, I'll buy individual ones. But like, I think My Hero is actually starting to make those. I don't know if I could be wrong.
I don't remember.
I know Death Note has one. I saw yours.
Yeah, the all-in-one is great.
Yeah, One Piece has one. Dragon Ball has some. I think Naruto and Bleach might have some too. I'd be shocked if they didn't.
All right, it's chapter 570 and 571 that happens. So I'm gonna find that shit. Don't think I'm not gonna.
All right, while you find that, I'm gonna keep talking. So, one good thing about this here is just like Kaido. You actually, I think, I don't know if you foreshadowed this, called this, or you said this, but I think you were the one who was just like, Zoro might leave a scar on Kaido.
Oh, obviously. Like, there's no way it wasn't going to happen. Like, that had to happen.
It came to fruition. So, looking at the cut.
I love it, too. It like, extended Odin's cut. Because Odin's is an X, and he, like, extended the X on one side.
Yeah. So, he's just like, he did this wound will remain with me. So,
yeah, I love that. He's like, man, I really, like, because think about it, too. And this is something we do have to talk about, okay? Hate to be that guy, but we do have to talk about this. All right? So. There's this moment here where, Zoro's like, yeah, that was, like, the best attack I could do. Because Kaido, of course, is like, oh, my God, you have Conquerors. And Zoro's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That was just the best attack I could do. And so it's been confirmed, like, a million times. That was Zoro 100%. And he couldn't even knock him down to his knees. Even Zoro says this. Like, fuck, I literally couldn't even knock you down. Like, are you kidding me? And then he fucking falls flat on his face, genuinely knocked out. Then he gets hit again afterwards. We'll talk about that. But what we have to bring up, and I have to, like, this chapter is so substantial, I have to change my position on this. We used to kind of be strongly on the position that Zoro and Luffy were equal in strength, or at least close. I can no longer say that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, like Oda, and I don't know if you want to make the claim that that's a recent thing, like because since Luffy just figured out this Conqueror's Haki shit that we'll talk about in a second here, or if it's always been like that, but like it's pretty clearly shown here that Luffy 3 hits and he has Kaido on his back. Zoro couldn't do it. So I mean, yeah, I gotta fucking admit it here. Luffy is risen to leagues above, and now I mean I guess that's a perfect transition over to Luffy here. I love this reveal that when we saw the Odin flashback and Whitebeard and Roger clash, and their shit wasn't even touching. We just assumed it was like some crazy advanced armament Haki. What it really was, oh, guess what? Conquerors, because up until now, Conquerors has been so weird. Like, oh, it's this crazy important Haki, but all it does is knock out scrubs. No, bitch. You can fucking infuse it into shit, just like armament. And then it does this. I love that. That's so cool. And now Luffy's doing the same shit Roger and Whitebeard did in their prime. So, like, that's amazing.
Before I had to say something, but before I touch on that, I want to touch on what you were saying about the Luffy Zoro shit. I do agree with you on that. I do think though it's only temporary because remember we didn't know that Zoro didn't have Conqueror's Haki. So I think it's only like it reminds me of like the Goku and Vegeta power gap a little bit because every time they're always even until Goku gets a new form and then like he goes ahead of.
So you think Zoro and Luffy were kind of even until Luffy just figured out this shit?
Yeah, because there's no doubt in my mind that if they fought equally, because I mean technically Zoro is Luffy's counter because the rubber and the swords and shit.
That's
blades.
A good point you make there. Like maybe like because like when Zoro got Enma, like because in that in between state where Zoro got Enma, but Luffy hadn't gotten this Conqueror's Haki like infusion shit. If they fought at that point, they may have been more equal.
Yeah, because I mean, and now that we know that Zoro is going to get his boost after this arc because he has Conqueror's Haki. That's going to be the thing. Because right now, Luffy has the thing that can hurt Kaido, the special Haki Wano. Now we know that.
Well, no, not even just that. I mean, that's Ryuo, which was basically letting Conqueror's Haki flow in a certain, or sorry, Ryuo, what he was taught was to let armament Haki flow in a different way, to like let it flow into your opponent, which is what Rayleigh did to destroy the collar back in Sabaody. What he's just done now is do the same exact thing, but instead of with armament Haki, he's doing it with Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah. So basically, that's a good boost. And Zoro is fall behind, kind of how Vegeta does. But I guarantee you that Zoro's going to get something new with his Conqueror's Haki. Because, I mean, honestly, if anything, I feel like Zoro should learn Ryo because, you know, because if you're a swordsman, I feel like Haki is very good if you're a swordsman, because one thing that Mihawk taught Zoro was really cool was that you can coat your swords in art of Haki. So if you can do that, it just shows you how versatile Haki really is. And I think people don't really understand that a bit more. I really hope that before the end of the series, we get a huge, even more info dump on Haki, because Haki is a lot more versatile of a power system than we realize, even more so than Devil Fruits.
Yeah, he keeps revealing new shit about it, and I love that.
Yeah, it's so funny too, because every time you see like on Twitter or like Facebook, like which power would you like, because people always put Devil Fruits there, but I think people put Haki there now, because Haki, I'm gonna be real, is honestly I think because like Devil Fruits are cool, but like Haki is like the true power you want, because like with Haki you can do some cool shit, and it seems like you can do a lot of creative shit with it. And I think one of the cool things about Zoro is, and why it's so good to be a Zoro fan right now, is that if Luffy can do this shit with just his fist, imagine like the type of power you can have with the swords. Like imagine if Zoro cut him with Ashura and he had this Conqueror's Haki shit.
Exactly. And like it's what you're saying too. You were talking about, I like the metaphor you said about Vegeta or Zoro kind of being the Vegeta here. Like Zoro will gain what Luffy just gained. Probably, like, Zoro will come to the level that Luffy's at in the next arc, probably, where Luffy is up above. Like, he's just constantly a little bit behind, probably.
Yeah, and no, good thing about that is, too, is that I know we all, you know, Dragon Ball being Dragon Ball, but, like, Vegeta's clearly the better character.
Yeah.
But Vegeta, the good thing about Vegeta and why Dragon Ball was somewhat cool was just, like, Vegeta always got, I wouldn't say shortcuts, but Vegeta always kind of, like, because, let's be honest with you, let's not deny it. Goku more or less has gotten handouts when it comes to his forms, besides like Kaioken and I guess Super Saiyan. But like for the most part, like Dragon Ball God and all that shit was more or less handouts. Same with Ultra Instinct, right? But with Vegeta, most of Vegeta's forms were more or less earned, unless you can prove me wrong. But like, and so like, you know, Vegeta earned.
He went to space and punched a bunch of rocks to get Super Saiyan.
Yeah, like Blue. He worked hard, and even Goku was just like, yeah, he learned Blue without even getting like God, like Super Saiyan God. He got Blue on the spot because he trained for it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, like I do feel like when Vegeta's forms are way more like Vegeta as a fighter is way more creative than Goku. I feel like when it forms wise. Sure. So I feel like in that regard, Zoro's the same way. Like Luffy would get like the bare minimum, not the bare minimum, but like the power itself, right? You know, do wacky shit with it. But like with Zoro, he would be like a Vegeta in that regard, to where like he would do it like more unique, right? Because he's a swordsman, right? I think what's great about Luffy and Zoro is that like Luffy's, you know, hand to hand and Zoro's swords. So like if you compare and contrast them, it's sort of like the best of both worlds when it comes to martial arts, right? Like Luffy is what Conqueror's Haki would be in the hands of like a fist fighter, while Zoro, you know, would be the Conqueror's Haki like in comes to a swordsman, right?
Yeah, that's
like,
a great point you're making. Actually, I was watching Tekken 101's video on Haki, and he was talking about how the way Luffy would learn Haki would be very different from the way Zoro would learn Haki. Whereas, you know, Luffy, you know, he just had to learn like how to shroud his body in it. Zoro, the first thing he wouldn't have even had to worry about the whole like shroud his body thing, and that would have come way later. The first thing he would have focused on was how to cover objects with it, like weapons, because that would be the most important thing to him. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and it's so great that Oda has that compare contrast, because it is the two sides of the same same coin, right? Like, they both have the power, but they use it very differently, and I like that about it. You know what I mean? So it's just like what makes it cool is, and now that we know that hinted at that Zoro, because I mean, let's be honest with you, we know Zoro has it. Like if anyone would know Conqueror's Haki, it'd be Kaido, 100%. Like I'd be shocked if it was just like a fake out.
Like just kidding, he was wrong. No way. There's no way.
bro, if anyone would know if someone has Conqueror's Haki, it's definitely Kaido.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, remember how rare it is for someone to leave a scar on, like, as far as we know, 3 people, like I would say 3 in the history. It'd be Odin, and then the combined efforts of every single one of Odin's students, and then Zoro. Like, that's literally it. So Zoro has left his mark. He's well on his way. He's getting quite close to being worthy of that greatest swordsman in the world. Place that he's going for.
Do we know?
Think about this. Think about this for a second. Hold on. Think about this. This is hype as fuck. When Zoro, this is. I hope that this becomes like news. I hope this gets out there. I want the world to know, like, Roanoa Zoro left a scar on fucking Kaido, and I want Mihawk to see that shit. Like, oh shit, you know, I love that. I want his goddamn sensei back in goddamn wherever the fuck he was from to see that shit too. Oh.
Yeah, you have to remember Mihawk's currently fighting the world government right now.
Yeah.
he's fighting the world government with a smile. Remember, it's been a long time since I've been chased.
Oh my god, I'm being pursued.
Bro, imagine having your first day on the field of the world government, and your first assignment is going to capture Mihawk.
I know. I think we've made that joke before. I'm pretty sure we've made that joke before.
Bro, imagine just being hired of the world government, and your first assignment is to capture Mihawk.
Are you sure, sir? Listen, I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. If they didn't send at least one admiral, they're fucking stupid. Okay. Like, I really can believe. I think they could get it done if they sent an admiral and like a fuck ton of vice admirals, and they all like ganged on him together. I think they could do it. But like, if you don't have an admiral in that crew, you're stupid.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So my hope is, if I was writing One Piece, the way I would have that go down would be they sent. Because they would be spread thin because they're trying to take them all in at once. So I bet they have an admiral on like each, I bet they have one admiral going after like the fake Whitebeard's son, Weevil. I bet they have one admiral going after, who else? Buggy the Clown has like this reputation. So maybe they sent an admiral to Buggy. Fucking, oh my god, Kizaru's just out there like, like, ah! Buggy has like this high tier guy that like follows him to the ends of the earth because he thinks he's so good, and he's like, "Don't worry, Captain Buggy, I'll hold him back." And he's just getting lasered in the background, and Buggy's like, "I'll never forget you."
It's that's actually really funny. I can see them sending Admiral to Boa
like,
too.
If they did send an admiral, I could see. I don't think Oda would want to have Mihawk like kill an admiral. So I think what would happen is Mihawk would just get bored and slip away, because that's what Mihawk does. He'd be like, okay, this is taking too long. I'm just gonna bail, and like just swing his sword so fucking hard that it causes like a tsunami, and then he just fucking dips.
That's actually really funny. And Piranha too.
Is Piranha still there? Yeah, she is. Yeah, because she was making like sangria. No, wasn't she saying? She said something about like going to find Moria again. I don't remember if she did. She said she was gonna do that or not.
Yeah, I mean, Mihawk did say she had to dip because something. Because he said it'll be recommended to dip because he knew that the war
government was going down. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So because when we saw the flashback, it was just Mihawk by himself.
When he was like, "Oh shit, it's yeah." I think you're right. She probably dipped, which is too bad because I think they'd make quite the duo.
Yeah,
I kind of ship it. Like, not gonna lie, that's a ship I ship.
Yeah, 100%. So going back to this, right? It's just really cool because like. Now that we know, it's gonna open up so many opportunities for Zoro. I'm hyped to see the power because it's just really good to see that Oda doesn't like to leave like the other Straw Hats behind when it comes to upgrades. Because like, a lot of other manga like to leave characters behind, Horikoshi, when it comes to upgrades.
Yo, Crust. Any Crust fans? Right.
Huh? Crust fans.
Big
Crust fans, yo, because it feels like because even like series like Black Clover, like the side characters get upgrades, which is cool, right? Like it feels like I'm happy that like not just Asta gets upgrades, but everyone gets upgrades. Like Yami got one, Yuno got one, Luck is getting one, Noel getting one. Like people it's not just Asta that's getting the boost in strength. Here, okay? And a lot of series like to just focus on like one character and not give other characters like boosts. And it's just like, ugh, why? Hirokoshi, sorry, I love you, buddy, but yeah. Um, where's Bakugo's Todoroki's boost? I guess Uraka's. Everyone's boosted. To be fair, they did technically get one. It just wasn't good enough. But but it's neither here nor there. But anyway, hell, doesn't even Bleach did Bleach give the characters boosts besides Ichigo?
Oh yeah, bro. I'm telling Bleach, power scaling wise, side character wise, fight wise was phenomenal. The only weakness that Bleach had was the plot itself. The plot was like low tier, but the fights and the characters, godly.
Yeah, so I really like that he doesn't. He's giving Zoro a chance to shine now, because I think Zoro is also like Luffy in the regard. Zoro likes to train more. I feel like Zoro's more like a trainer, but even then, I feel like when it comes down to it, Zoro could learn on the fly like Luffy does, but he just doesn't do it as often. I don't remember. If there was any time where Zoro learned a new move on the spot.
I mean, you could argue that he learned how to cut steel on the spot during the Mr. One fight.
Okay.
Because he wasn't really training for that. That was just a thing that he was like, oh fuck, I can do this now.
Because I know Luffy learned.
By the way, I made a meme for you, Thurman, and it exemplifies how I feel right now. Check it out.
You made that while I was talking, bro?
Yeah.
That's fucking dope. It's so funny. I'm gonna post that, by the way.
Oh, please do. Yeah, check Thurman's Twitter if you want to know the meme. It's the Squidward one where it's Zoro fans and Luffy fans, or Patrick and SpongeBob running around having fun, and Sanji fans are just looking. Wait, can you credit me?
Yeah, I will. It's so funny because that's really how it is, and it's just I love seeing Zoro. I can talk about Zoro for hours, man. It's so
I'm
great.
I'm going to talk about the Sanji predictions.
This is not. Well, let's go back and talk about Kid real quick. So,
wait, I thought you wanted to talk more about Zoro.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, so
I wouldn't want to deprive you, and then I want you to talk about your boy Law, because he had some cool moments too.
Oh yeah, so I do want to have predictions for Law. So I mean not Law, for Zoro, because it's just now that we know he has it, and before anyone says it, well, I already know there's gonna be people it's just speculation. It's just that. I'm telling you right now, I will die on this hill. Zoro has Conqueror's Haki. If anyone would know,
no one thinks that would be stupid.
You underestimate Twitter. Underestimate it, 100%.
No, fair enough.
These are the same people that got mad at Sanji for calling for help for Robin. You really put it past them to not think like this?
Yeah.
Really?
See, I'm a Sanji fan, but I ain't salty. I'm not gonna be but salty Sanji fans, I could see them doing that. Yeah.
So it's just he has Conqueror's Haki. Now, my question is, if now that he has Conqueror's Haki, where do we go from here? Because I think the coolest thing about it is because we were talking about in Poking Island.
I'll tell you exactly where we go from here, but go ahead and finish what you're saying.
Luffy getting an awakening, but honestly, I was thinking about it, and I was just
I thought you meant with Zoro.
Oh yeah. But, I'll get to that. There's a reason why. I got to that point. Let me finish.
All right.
So because at first I was just talking about. Remember, we were talking about Luffy's awakening. But honestly, now that I'm really thinking about it, maybe Oda won't even really give Luffy an awakening. Maybe
I think he will.
Maybe, but maybe
it could be last arc shit though. Last fight shit potentially.
Because in my mind, maybe he'll just want Luffy to be a very, very strong Haki user. He's fuck the awakening.
The ship has sailed for that one. The majority of his fights have always been being very, very talented with his devil fruit. I think that'd be stupid to kind of change course now.
You think? Oh yeah.
What's cool about Luffy? I think what's cool about Luffy is that he makes use of everything. He makes use of Haki, makes use of his devil fruit.
That's definitely.
If he just abandoned his devil fruit right now, I think that'd be lame.
That's definitely fair, but it's just it feels like Oda's going towards that route though. Be a heavily master of Haki.
But you can be a master of Haki and be a master of your devil fruit. The gears in and of themselves are him mastering his devil fruit, and then gear 4th is a gear that can only exist via mastery of devil fruit and Haki.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. But you not feel me though.
I'm not feeling you because you're wrong.
Like, you're not feeling that Oda low-key feels like he's pushing away his devil fruit.
No, he's
Low-key.
not. What? One chapter of him fucking... That's insane. That's some psychopath shit. What are you talking about? One chapter of him doing some crazy hockey shit, and all of a sudden, Oda's pushing away Luffy's devil fruit. What the fuck?
I don't know, bro. I have to see.
What are you talking about, dude?
It just feel, I don't know. It felt like it to me. I'll take that out. I don't give a shit, but it feels like it to me. But
you heard
anyway,
it here first, folks. Luffy, never using a devil fruit ever again.
Never forever again. Always focusing on Haki. I don't need this fucking fruit anymore. All I need is Haki. So like, back to my point was, I was just like, Zoro
that would suck ass. Do you realize how fucking integral Luffy being a stretchy rubber bitch is to One Piece? That would suck ass. Are you thinking about what you're talking, what you're saying right now?
I agree. I agree with everything you're saying, bro. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm just saying it felt like a little bit. It was a little bit, a tiny bit. I want to master my Haki, bro. Since Haki Island, I'm gonna be real. It felt like it was a little bit. Commenters, let me know if you feel me on that.
Maybe
I don't know
because he's already mastered his fruit, and now the other thing he has to master is Haki.
Yeah, but then like, give me the awakening, bro. I want to see what the awakening is.
It's gonna happen. Just give it a fucking second.
I do not. It's gonna be last chapter.
Goldfish memory, bro.
Last chapter shit.
I genuinely wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, like I think he's saving that because he's got to get a power up every fight. I have a feeling Blackbeard fight is the awakening fight.
Ooh, but I don't think that's the last fight in the series though. It might be Elbaf maybe, or like a Black.
No, I kind of do think Blackbeard would be the last fight in the series.
You really think? Okay.
Because I think Blackbeard, the way I've always envisioned it, is that Blackbeard and Luffy get to Raftel at like the same time.
Yeah, at the same time they fight.
Yeah, I think here's the thing: Blackbeard is like the cheating scumfuck guy, and Luffy does shit. He plays shit by the rules because that's how he likes the adventure, right? So I think Luffy does all the hard work, gets the poneglyph shit, and like finds Raftel, and then Blackbeard just follows them.
Honestly, what if Oda had them team up against someone for the final chapter?
It is true that they both want to take down the world government, so I could see maybe Akainu comes in. Do you remember that fucking scene from what was it called? What was the fucking town called where Zoro wiped out all of Baroqueworks? The one with the cactus rocks?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
Remember when they're fighting Mr. Five, the bomb guy, and then like, because Luffy and Zoro are like fighting each other, and then they turn around like, "You're annoying," and then they just one-shot him.
Yeah,
Imagine Luffy, Blackbeard, and then Akainu. That same shit.
Bruh, it'd be so funny if Oda's just like, you have to work together instead of fighting each other. Like, I just thought about that just now. That'd be really funny.
I mean, only if it's temporary, because there's a greater evil. Because like there's no way Luffy would forgive him for what he's done.
I mean, he's the reason why his brother's dead.
Exactly.
So it makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna forgive you for being the main reason why my brother's not alive.
I'm just saying, I'm still on the Luffy kills one character throughout the series and it's Blackbeard train. Although I don't feel like going on that Steel Ram shit. And you'd probably be right in this instance. It wouldn't fit the theme of the story, and you're probably fucking right.
Yeah. So
I really like this uppercut punch that he does. So I mean, like, were you hyped about the fact that like he's doing that like contactless punching? Like, I love that shit.
Oh yeah, bro. It's definitely
And this uppercut he does on like the second to last page. It's reminded me of like the up B in Smash Brothers, like Mario's up B where the coins come out.
Yeah, it's so funny too because the confidence in Luffy's face right now. Like, Luffy usually doesn't do this, but now he's just like, you can go down and tell them I'm going to be. So basically, Luffy is wanting a 1v1 with Kaido now.
I know, and I think that's what we're gonna get, which is some psychopath shit.
But that's crazy because remember, we always thought like they were gonna lose. Now Oda's basically saying Luffy's confident enough to take down Kaido by himself.
Yeah, the reason that I said on Twitter that I had to like rethink a lot of things from this chapter. One of them was the whole Zoro Luffy power scaling thing. The other one is Oda's starting to make me believe that they are going to win. And now, there's two possibilities here. One is that after a long, hard fight, he will win. But two and I don't mind either one happens. I'm sure it'll be equally satisfying. But two is that Oda is playing the long game, trying to trick us here, and he still gets bobbed. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Either way,
you can always tell it's gonna be another Gear Force form. Because remember, we still have more animals to do.
True. But here's my personal hope at this point is that we have a Thriller Bark-esque ending where, yay, we beat the main villain, and then another one pops up. In this case, the other one being CP0.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't even mind if they beat Kaido, because I think Luffy would beat Kaido, and I would hope that Oda would portray Luffy as more tired than he's ever been ever in his entire life, like fucked up. You know what I mean? Everyone's fucked up. Everyone would be fucked up at this point, and then CP0 walks out and shit gets real. That's what I would like to happen. Oh. I just want there to be some like really high stakes drama at some point. Not to say that there hasn't been, but like I want to feel like the characters are in danger, and I haven't felt that yet. I felt it a little bit with Zoro last chapter and this chapter. But yeah, like I do want to feel that at some point, and I'm hoping that we'll get there.
I will say it is refreshing to see Luffy being so confident, though. I think I do like it, but of course, Katakuri, we still believe that Katakuri won the fight.
Well, as of now, I mean, like, I want to see Luffy get way more injured because, like, Katakuri took a chunk out of his side with the spear. You remember that shit?
Yeah, nerfed himself.
That shit was intense.
So, and what makes it easier too, because Big Mom's not here, so using that for the transfer. So Kid and I'm actually shocked. Oda is giving Kid and Killer their own fight, and
I like that because
I'm a fan. So
let's be honest. Ever since they were introduced at Sabati, it would have been garbage if he didn't get like at least one big moment in the series. So this is Kid's moment we're building up to here.
We all know that Kid is the Broly of the franchise.
True. So it's time. It's time for the Broly fanboys to finally get what they want.
Goku, Vegeta, and Broly. But who's Law though? Law's Piccolo, huh?
Yeah. I think that fits him. The only smart one of the group.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Law's Piccolo. So like.
By the way, can we just please? I know we've said it before, but like Law is such an MVP of this entire situation. Like the amount of times he's just been people out of the way of attacks, they would have been dead 30 times over if it wasn't for Law.
And it's so crazy too because Law clearly is the brains of the operation because it's just like let him go. The plan might be a failure if anyone dies. He really understands that if any one of them dies, they lose. Like everyone up there is valuable, and he kind of realizes that, and that's extremely, extremely, extremely cool.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool that like. And that shows a lot of character development, too, because I feel like the Law that they met at Punk Hazard would have absolutely let one of them die to take down an emperor. But now he's like, no, it's pointless if one of us dies.
And it's so crazy, too, because it's just funny. We have to go back to the first chapter here, and it's like Zeus and Big Mom falling, and Kaido's just like, pathetic.
Yeah, I know. I love that. And it's just to quote King of Lightning, it's like one of those, like, look off to the side, like, this bitch.
It's so funny because like Luffy, Zoro's been saving, Law's been saving everyone so far, and then he's just like, all right, so now Kid and Killer are taking Big Moms. What do you think of that? Right.
Well, before we get to that, I just want to can we give Law a bit of credit here for this injection shot?
Oh yeah, bro. Ooh, see.
So that not only is that great, he shoves his sword right in this motherfucker's neck and he coughs up blood. That's great. But I really love Kaido finally saying what I've wanted him to say for a long time, because like what I've been thinking for a long time, where he's like, "Those fucking your powers are ridiculous."
Yep, those powers really throw me off, Fongo.
You throw me the hell off, kid. Your power.
It's funny. I love how he's just complimenting every single one of them. Like it's not like Luffy's carrying this shit. Every single one of them is giving him trouble. I love that he's like saying he's acknowledging every single one of them as an issue, and that's fucking amazing. Not just one person is carrying this fight. Them working together is the reason why they're doing so much damage to him. Somewhere.
Oh yeah, dude. Like if it wasn't for Law up here. Like, now Luffy could potentially at least take him for a little bit 1v1. But when they first got up here, man, if Law wasn't here, they would have all been dead.
100%. And that's great. My
God. Okay, so when it comes to...
good. So, Kid, the Broly, what do you... Bro,
before we get to that, I think we need to get to what we're leading up to here, which is that you have this conversation where they're like, fuck Zeus, right? And obviously that leads to two things. One is that Zeus is most likely going to be like, fuck you guys, and then go back to Nami at some point, right? Zeus is going to be a permanent Nami upgrade, for sure, which is cool. I like that. But two, Prometheus asks her for a favor, and then we see the clouds swirling. So the big theory that I'm hearing, the prevailing theory, is that Big Mom is creating a new Zeus? New and improved.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's probably going to be fucking huge. Like, I think she's going to emerge like a goddamn video game boss battle on this, like, giant thundercloud.
So could that mean that if she makes a new Zeus, would the old Zeus go away, or?
Well, I think she would have to reclaim her soul. Like, so we've seen it before when she takes back bits of her soul. She like goes up and like grabs it and like, you know what I mean? So I think she would have to physically go up to Zeus and grab the soul back and put it back in her.
Oh, okay. So
because Zeus is remember they're all just made out of bits of her soul. Yeah.
So yeah, I like it for sure. Nami getting a permanent power up for damn sure, 100%.
Yo, and remember that's some top tier shit when she has Zeus. My God.
Yeah. So I want to.
So yeah, when it comes to this fight, I'm really looking forward to it. Especially too. I mean, think about this for a second. If she's gonna fight them with lightning, we have the metal manipulating guy. He could make like lightning rods and shit to like redirect the lightning. It could be epic.
Yeah, bro.
I also love that he's running after her, and it's just like a pile of junk and scrap metal is just tumbling behind.
I'm definitely looking forward to the because I've been dying to see Kid fight, so I just really want to know what the fuck is going on. Like, I want to see. I think it's really cool how he's giving Kid his own Yonko to fight. So now we get to see what's going on, and Killer too. So now it's just all it really is. It's just like, where do we go from here? So
I don't know. I mean, I think. Well, let me tell you. I think, unfortunately, we cut away from this fight and we go back down below. Not to say that those are bad, but like I think that's what's going to happen. Now that Oda's gotten us to this like phase 2 of this fight here, we're going to go back down and see more shit downstairs.
Next chapter on the 25th, huh? Is that next week?
No, it's just break.
Okay. So
it's a day before my birthday.
Yes, the break of the year, of the month, of the week. Huh? We haven't had one in a minute. You can tell Oda's having fun with this.
Oh, yeah. And but here's the thing. You know what's about to happen here. Zoro just had his flex. Oda has to give Sanji one.
Yep, he has to give all of them one now.
So what's Sanji's flex going to be? So he was either going towards the Scabbards and Jack or Momo and fucking Yamato.
Yep. We'll see. Woo! Because
I hope Sanji doesn't fight Jack. Jack is very boring to me.
I'm still banking on Yamato becoming part of the crew. So
please give me Sanji Yamato interaction.
I need Yamato to come up here and watch Luffy fight Kaido. That would be great.
Just walk up and watch Luffy bopping your dad.
Bruh, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Because, bro, think about it, right? Because, like, what if Kaido and Luffy are fighting, right? And Yamato's just like, Dad, I want to join Luffy's crew. It'd be great.
Yeah. He's going to kick your ass, and then he's going to be my new boss.
Facts. Oh, great. I just really hope Oda doesn't hoe us and make, like, I'll stay here and become his bodyguard or some shit for Momo.
Know, like, you gotta understand, every arc, like if you go back in the day, there were motherfuckers that people wanted to join that they got fucked. Like people wanted fucking think about how people felt with Vivi, bro. Like this could be remember the Vivi situation.
Yeah, but at least Vivi, that was a fake out.
Don't shit on Vivi, bro.
I fucking love Vivi. I'm just saying.
Oh, by the way, can I hype you? I think. Oh yeah, we already talked about this. The voice actress for Vivi at the con, bro.
Yeah, Cammy's voice. Let's go. I have to listen to some of her voices so I can recognize it. Because I have the voice of Renri in my head. It's just I'm replacing it with other voice actresses, and I have to stop.
Yeah, I went back and watched it. Oh, I'm so excited, bro. Anyway.
It's honestly, it's been a very long time since I've watched dubbed anime.
Oh, no. Dubs are getting so much better now, dude. Like, they've learned. I think that I think we're in an era now where dubs are just as good as subs, like almost always.
Yeah, because I swear to God, I haven't watched a dub in so long. Because honestly, because I watch some anime seasons exactly when they're come out, so I'm not going to wait for a fucking dub of an anime.
But nowadays they do simuldub.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like we were watching Fire Force's dub, and it was coming out the same exact day. Like they give the dubbing companies the anime like in advance to like dub it so it can come out on the same day.
Oh, okay. Because
Funimation, I have a Funimation account, and they do simuldub. So when new anime is coming out, like Fire Force or My Hero Academia, like the dub is the same exact day.
I have no preference between sub or dub. My thought process about that is this, right? If it has a dub, I'm obviously going to go to the dub first because I'm an English speaker. It's just what it is.
If the dub is good, I can connect with the characters better because then I'm not there's a less of a degree of disconnect because then I can they're just talking and I don't got to read what's happening. Also, the big thing too is that they'll translate jokes from Japanese funny to English funny. So like the One Piece dub is so good because like it just doesn't like it comes across better. Like there's a great, I was rewatching the what's it fucking called, the Broggy fight, remember when Sanji was the ball?
Oh yeah, the Davy Back
fight.
Yeah,
bro, and like it's so funny because like you got Christopher Sabat doing Zoro, and you got Eric Vale doing Sanji, and there's just this great moment where it's just like they're like grumbling, like Usopp's just like, oh yeah, because like Zoro was like, yeah, you look like a prince of dumbass kingdom, and then Usopp was like, that wasn't even that good of a burn. and then like it cuts from Usopp saying that to like both of them walking away, like, and they're like looking at each other like, you suck, no you suck. And like when you read that
I have to watch that clip.
It's like, when you read that in the manga, it's not like funny little like that wasn't even that good of a burn. It's just like, calm down, get focused, you know what I mean? Like when you go to the sub, it's just like, shut up, focus. It's so much funnier because they just make the dialogue feel more natural.
It's actually really, really funny.
Oh, another good example too. Like, there's a part in the One Piece dub. It's when Luffy like is about to get killed by Buggy on the stand, and then Dragon saves him by striking Buggy with lightning. Remember that? There's the like in the One Piece dub. I'll send this to you. Like Luffy. So you remember he's about to die, and that's when he was like, "Well, guys, I guess I'm dead." Remember that?
Yeah.
So like in the One Piece dub, he stands up from that, and he's like, "I'm alive. That's nice."
Bro, that's actually really funny.
And like even if the words were the same in the sub, like it's the fucking tone, it's the way he says it that you can't get from like when you get with a good dub, bro. That shit hits different.
Yeah, even if it's a bad dub, I'll still watch it. So I'll go from like if it doesn't have a dub, I'll definitely go for sub. But if it has a dub, I'm definitely gonna go for the dub first. I'm English.
One Piece is Funimation, bro. If the dub is done by Funimation, you can count on it being fucking good.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So start wrapping up here.
Yeah, you got final thoughts, brother?
Yep. Rating 10 out of 10. No question.
Thurman, this is the third week in a row you've given One Piece a 10 out of 10 in class.
This is another 10 out of 10 for One Piece. Thurman, this is the seventh
week
in a row you gave One Piece.
Recently just been Dr. Stone and One Piece. It's just been constant 10 out of 10s. We've been eating so good lately.
For real, One Piece and bro, I'm actually like, how can niggas be saying like, sorry, you guys in Black Clover, you know, my hero. I'm sorry, Dr. Stone has been competing with One Piece for the past 3 weeks now. Sorry.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's at the stand of JJK and Black Clover, Dr. Stone has been superior than both series.
Until it's revealed that literally Noah died.
Yeah, that's true.
We're all gonna come back and everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about that shit with you, man. Because like I called it, I called it in advance. You have hope and I have none.
You're very pessimistic about that, huh?
Yeah, because it's just not the type of series that's gonna kill motherfuckers. I can tell.
Bro, that's gonna suck. It's so sad too. I'm not gonna drop it, but the quality.
No, it's not drop worthy, but ugh.
You know the quality is gonna dip. Like it's so funny because like I feel this way with my other series too. Like you really want like an author to do something that you know is gonna be really good, but he doesn't do it, and you're just like, and
I don't understand. Like, is that like, what are they scared of? Is the company like fucking threatening them? Is it like some authors are just able to murder constant? I just don't get it.
So it's just like I said, me and Red don't care about deaths at all. But like if it's there,
no, that's a lie. I do. Thurman cannot care about deaths. I love me some deaths.
No, but I'm not saying like it's not. You're not gonna shit on a series for having you know what I mean. Like shut up, you know what I mean, bitch. Like I said, Red doesn't care about deaths like the same way in the realm as I don't. But like they're nice to have, Like we're not gonna like sit here and be like I said in the Dr. Stone video, we're not gonna sit here and be like, oh, this series is fucking trash because there's no deaths. That's stupid. We talked about that, but we will be fair and be like the quality of a series will dip.
That goes for this arc, by the way, too. If we get through this Onigashima battle with no deaths, fuck off.
Oh yeah, One Piece is not exempt. We're getting fire, but no deaths, man. They get quality drop, 100%.
Yeah, because didn't he fucking? I always get it mixed up. Did he claim that this war would be like better than Marineford, or was that just the final one, or was that both?
Probably both.
So I mean, like, yeah, like it still feels too easy. Like if Luffy just bops Kaido, no questions asked, which I don't think is gonna happen, but like that would be too easy. I still think Law's got to die. You know my theory on this is that he's got to die. And by the way, speaking of that, Law, we should bring this up. Law actually had a new technique this chapter, the antibacterial curtain.
Yep.
Which is cool because remember that his techniques are based off of like everything you can do in like a surgery room. So it's like referencing the curtain that you pull like in between patients' beds.
Yeah.
So what that is that I went to the One Piece wiki to see how people were like interpreting that technique because you don't get any explanation, and this is the first time it's ever used in the series. It's essentially people are interpreting it as a inherently defensive technique with the Api Api no Mi, and as you can see, he didn't get knocked out, and this technique was hardcore, and he seems pretty fine. So like, yeah, it was must probably just like cushioned the blow like crazy.
Yeah, it makes you really strong too because Kaido's just been knocking out motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I think that's it for me. Great stuff. One Piece has been nonstop fire. Shit, Dr. Stone on One Piece, man. Jesus Christ.
I'm so excited. So now I think we're going back down, and I hope that we need to see more of the Robin Black Maria fight. We need to see more of the ulti Page 1 Usopp Nami fight. We need to see more. We need to see Sanji get a fight. That's something people keep pointing out too. It's very strange that Sanji doesn't have like an opponent yet. Like, that's very weird.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this arc is gonna last another year or so.
I hope so. Yeah.
All right, well,
and if it is, that means there's no way this fight can be anywhere near the end.
Nope, not at all.
Oh my god, it's fucking crazy, dude. Okay, fuck. Oh, it's so crazy. All right. Anyway, I guess that's peace, huh?
Peace.
Peace. I gotta get to the fucking OBS. All right, peace.